I have to put up a temporary goose enclosure for their safety at night from nocturnal predators. My ducks also, because I'm letting my pond dry up so I can dig it out. Stay tuned. Hello, welcome back to Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. Like I said in the bumper, I am letting my pond dry out because it's filling in with sediment, and in a couple more years I won't have a pond at all because there just won't be any depth for it. But we're going to let it dry out. But my ducks and my geese use the pond as a refuge. They gather in there in the middle of the pond and they stay there all night long while the nocturnal creatures and predators come around. I need to provide some safety for them because the water is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. Yeah, that pool is really tiny. So I've selected this spot right here behind the turkey shed, and there's a couple of reasons. As you can see, I have fencing already in here and fencing already in here. I just want to fortify this with some chicken wire so smaller predators can't get through the gate there. So I took a peek in my resource pile, since I centralized everything right down to one location, just to see what kind of products I might be able to utilize for a temporary enclosure, one for the ducks, one for the geese. I have my pools here. Unfortunately, a rat chewed a hole through one, so that's going to the dump. And if I have any cracks in other pools, I could fix those with that super glue and baking soda compound to seal it up, which I have some more super glue and I have some baking soda, so we'll go ahead and get those fixed up and get the pool ready. Each birds will have a pool. There'll be 2 pools. And I did resource some chicken wire out of here too. I did manage to secure a roll of chicken wire, so all in all I have about 60 feet of chicken wire to be able to use. Now, I got this from my last estate cleanup, so I didn't have to pay anything for it. Now, I do need to put in a couple of fence posts to be able to secure and stabilize it. And what I figured out I'll go ahead and use temporarily is my stockpile of conduit. This is just conduit pipe. But it was built for the structure of this turkey pen, which I intend to double the size of the turkey pen. But right now I need to utilize this whole space for ducks and geese, and we're going to use these just for now. I'll go ahead and secure the fencing with zip ties. Everybody needs a stockpile of zip ties and a staple gun. I got this. Look at this staple gun. I got this from my last estate cleanup too. Isn't that a nice staple gun? Very nice. I'm impressed. Cool. So before I put the fencing up, I'm going to go ahead and move the pools in place and some of these nesting boxes because I just discovered something. One of my ducks was crafty enough that she hid a nest of eggs from both me and the predators. Now, I have been seeing her sit in this little clump of bushes the last couple of days, and she actually has 3 eggs in here. So now I know why the ravens have been hanging around, but as long as she keeps those eggs covered, those ravens won't get an egg breakfast. Nope, trying to keep on top of that. So I've got to figure out, I've got to remove her nest to another location. Hopefully she'll find her nest and she'll do well with it. I'm going to try to put a covering over the top of her area so those pesky ravens don't get in. So let's start moving stuff in. Gotta find the level spots. Those two pools do not have holes in them. Do not have. So. We'll move the eggs. And I'll go ahead and collect some of that nesting material and put it around her eggs. Hopefully that'll work. Now I want to set my posts, and we'll just put 2 in this. 1 or 2. What do I do? 1 or 2? 1 or 2? Let's do 1. I just want to drive it into the ground a little bit without damaging it. Use a block and my sledgehammer. Okay, we got a few more poles to set in like manner. I'm going to go ahead and fill up the pools. One more. Okay, let's get the fence attached. Okay, we'll center it. Let's see, attach this part. Now this is only for lasting a couple of months because once I get the pond dug out and filled in, the geese and the ducks will go back to there, and I will disassemble this. And we'll save it away neatly for another project. Now I got to keep this end open while I herd the geese in here, and then I'll just close it in. So I got to go finish up the duck pan. Okay, let's see if I can get the ducks herded into their half. I know what some of you are thinking. That silly farmer never even created a gate to get in. Well, I have a gate. You just can't see it. Stay tuned. I'll finish the project and I'll demonstrate my gate. Yep, you gotta watch through to the end. Well, now that I'm comfortable with the enclosure I built for the ducks, for now, this is only temporary, that they'll be safe from the paws and clawed predators that creep in the night. And hopefully my one duck will find her nest I relocated in this nesting box. But they got water, I'll give them some feed, and they'll just become acclimated to their enclosure for a couple. It'll take a couple of days, but then they get used to it. Taken like ducks to water. Okay, it's time to herd a gaggle of geese, and I'll go get some feed while I'm at it. Score! Okay, it's time to finalize the enclosure and show you my gate. My gate is a really cool apparatus I got from my last estate cleanup. And if you guys are curious about me, keep mentioning this, free that, estate cleanup. Check out my treasure hunting series. That's where the estate cleanups are, among other real treasure hunting. So yeah, check out those series. Yeah, interesting. So here's my gate. It's a really cool extendable ladder. It's a fancy ladder. Holy cow, it is fancy. So let me get it in place. My ladder, my gate. It'll access both sides, either here or on the other side. So leave a comment down below and tell me what you think about my innovative jury rigs resourcing material I have from my homestead that I acquire from estate cleanups to build this totally free temporary goose pen in preparation for allowing the pond to completely dry out and then dig it out with a tractor. Well, I'm your host, Jerry Hansen. This is Pine Meadows Hobby Farm. I want to thank you guys for joining me. Please stay tuned to more videos. You could do that by subscribing, then clicking that bell icon. That'll alert you to new videos as I do upload them. Yeah, like the channel. Click that share button, sharing my videos on your social media platforms. Helps us out a lot. Hey, always remember, please stay safe and always be kind. We'll see you guys in the next episode. I'm so glad my waterfowl is safe now. Woohoo.